Guys, it's me, Mermaid Madness, and welcome back to another video. So today what I'm going to do is a story time about how I got cut. So I have my cut right there. This isn't recommended. I just feel like I need to share this story with you guys. I was actually in a different, ouch, I have another cut and I just hit that. This one was when I fell, and I'm about to tell you guys how that one happened. Okay, this one happened. I was in a different way, but I switched because the sun was in my eyes. So I'm just going to stay in this position and I get to lay back and tell my story. Okay, anyway. So, how it all started was, I love mermaids, obviously. So my mom bought me everything that I needed to make a mermaid tail. So what I did that morning was I went out to this, to our storage unit, or not our storage unit, our shed where we have a little bit of stuff. There was just a random sheet in there, and that's what I needed to make the mermaid tail. So I went in, grabbed the sheet, and I cut it out and everything with normal scissors. And then I went back to the where I was where I was working on it, and I had this thing which was called a monofin, and half of it was cut out, a little less than half. So my stepdad, I had a razor knife with me, but the razor knife wasn't a good one. And then I asked for a different one because this one wouldn't cut. So my stepdad got me a razor knife that was really bad. And he actually cut it out for me. He put back the bad one and the good one that wouldn't cut, wouldn't even cut really well. I was using it to fix up the edges. And the knife slipped and it came and it cut me right here. And I was freaking out. My brother was going on a razor ride with his neighbor friends. My mom and my dad were leaving to go get us breakfast. My brother's right there. They were leaving to get us breakfast. And my brother was on his dirt bike riding around in our backyard. And my mom, he was stuck because our backyard's really long. So he was stuck down there. So my mom got the car and drove down there and got him and asked him if he was okay. So she went down there and she helped him start back up his dirt bike, drove back up to the house. But this time she went around to the front. And right when she pulled up, that's when I cut myself. And I was and I was freaking out. And then I didn't hurt or anything. I didn't cry throughout any of this, except I cried when they told me I needed stitches because I never had stitches before and I was just afraid of them. So my mom did that, and then I ran outside and I was screaming. I wasn't crying. I wasn't doing any of that. I was screaming and I was like, "Mom, Mom, Mom." And she was like, "What?" And then because I usually say mom just to scare her. So she was like, "What?" And then she saw blood on my hands and she was like, and she fell out of her car, literally. There's rocks in her front yard, big rocks. She stepped on one and slipped and almost fell on her butt, and she jumped out of the car and she looked at it and she was like and she grabbed her phone. No, she grabbed my stepdad he had grabbed something that they left, but they helped my brother and then they had to come back and get something. And my stepdad was going around to the house, and they were in the house. My stepdad was coming out from the garage, and my stepdad heard me and my mom scream, so he ran back into the garage where we were, and he was like, "Oh my gosh." And then he was like, "How did that happen?" I made up a lie and said I dropped it. I didn't drop it. I actually cut myself on accident fixing it up when he told me not to do that. Silly me. And then so my mom's phone's been messing up lately. I think the kind of phone she has a glitch in it, so it just powers off on itself and it won't power back on. That is exactly what happened, and they have the same brand of phones, so that's exactly what happened. And it took 2 minutes for the phone to power back on, and then my mom called 911 and the ambulance came, and they said if I hit my artery it would have been a big deal and they would have already drove off. So I sat in my living room. My mom and my stepdad my mom and my dad grabbed me a towel and they wrapped it around my arm, and I held it there, and there was a lot of blood. Let me tell you guys. You see this? This is not how big it was. It was not that big. It was about this long. Sorry, my camera was glitching. It was this long and that fat because the knife like made it spread open more. You could see like I have not really any meat, but you could see my meat, and your wrist is pretty much just tendons just to hold it all together. And the tendons were like, I cut so many tendons, and you could see all of them like cut. My camera keeps glitching and it's scary. And then so like it was all cut. I'm sorry if I talk like a Mexican right now, not to be racist or anything. I don't know why I just keep talking like that. So I cut like most of my tendons, and then they said if I hit my artery, I would have been gone because that's a very major blood carrier. It's a vein, but it's like really major, and if I cut it, my blood flow can stop, and it could be really dangerous. So they went in there and they checked it. My artery wasn't cut. So we went to the hospital. My mom drove me. There was a lot of traffic, and my mom, last time I went to the hospital for my arm, when I broke it, that's a different story. That one's really serious too. Not as bad as my cut though. My mom was trying to take it slow because something happened really bad with my broken arm. But anyway, we were kind of taking it slow. We were trying to rush, but we knew that I was okay. I was losing a lot of blood, but it wasn't very bad. So I had like the doctors like wrapped it around me. They left, and then we left too because my mom was just trying to figure out that, like, she's trying to comprehend. So we stayed in my house for like another 2 minutes just talking to each other because we knew that I was okay. And then when we got to the doctor, we were waiting there for 3 hours in the waiting room, and then they finally took me back. Right when we got there, they took me back because the hospital called there and said, can you take her in really quick to check it out? They looked at it and they thought it was just going to be a little cut. I was like, and they looked at it and they were like, and the lady, she had like this helper, and I'm not going to say her name. Let's just say her name was, let me tell you guys, this isn't really her name. So I don't know what the girl's name was, like the nurse looking at it, but the other girl, let's just say her name was Betsy. Her name wasn't Betsy, but I remember exactly what her name was. And she said, oh, Betsy, like she like gasped really loud, and the lady came over, she's like, and they like their eyes started like getting really red, and I was like, is it really that bad? And they're like, no. Like they were trying to like make sure I was okay. Like they didn't want me to freak out, but it was pretty bad. So then like 3 hours later, with me just waiting there, it started bleeding within the 3 hours because my blood was trying to fix it, because it takes 4 hours to do that. And then so they took me back right when my mom went up there to like say it, that it's like bleeding really bad because it was seeping through and getting on my basketball shorts. And they took me back, and the doctor was really rude. Like there was blood seeping everywhere. The doctor was so rude. I was talking, so it was like he kept telling me every 2 minutes, shut up. I was like, sorry guys, my camera just unfortunately stopped, and I have 40 seconds to talk. Okay, that's not good. Sorry guys, my camera just unfortunately stopped, and I have 40 seconds to talk. Okay, that's not good. I'm so sorry guys, like my storage stopped. Anyway, I had to like go through and delete things. I only have 1 minute and 24 seconds to talk. Okay, so anyway, so when we got there, the guy was being really, really rude to me, and he hurried up and gave me my stitches. And when he gave me the cut, or a shot, because when you get stitches, they give you a shot inside the cut, and nobody would tell me this because they didn't want me to freak out. So when they gave me that, like, there was blood spilling out, and then the guy realized that he actually, like, kind of, like, split open my artery all the way, and my artery was life-threatening when it split all the way, so I lost tons and tons of blood. I passed out for, like, 4 seconds. I woke back up. I can't talk. Okay, really fast. And then he gave me 11 stitches exactly. One of them popped out, like, the first time I had it. I don't know why. I think it was like so tight that it popped out really easily. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Sorry that this was really short. My camera's been very stupid. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye, my little starfish.